There was a time when the Faelin belonged only to themselves. Their thoughts were their own, their paths undefined. They lived as part of the world, but not yet bound to it. That time ended the moment the sky changed, when Evinity and Morath became the moons. Something else was born alongside them. Not a force, not a law, a connection. One that would reach into every Faelin life, without asking permission. At first, it was not understood. There were no names for it, no rituals, no warnings, only stories. A child who could not sleep, a hunter who stopped mid-step and could not explain why, a voice in the distance that no one else could hear. And then, the change, eyes shifting, presence altering, something inside, aligning with something far beyond them. The Avasi would later name it Soleis. Soleis is not a gift, it is not a blessing, it is not a reward. It is the moment when the Fora within a Faelin recognizes the pattern of the cosmos and chooses where it belongs. Not consciously, not willingly, but completely. From that moment forward, no Faelin belongs entirely to themselves. Soleis does not arrive gently. It builds restlessness, dreams that feel more real than waking life, emotions that no longer behave, thoughts that do not feel contained, and then clarity or silence, followed by collapse or stillness. And when it ends, the world is no longer the same, because you are not. The eyes change, always. Evi, warm gold, soft amber. Mora, deep violet, indigo shadow. No illusion conceals it. No discipline suppresses it. The moons do not negotiate identity. It is not power. It does not grant mastery. It does not define worth. It does not elevate one above another. Some awaken brilliantly and never grow. Others awaken quietly and reshape history. The Avasi taught, the moon that chooses you is not telling you what you can do. It is telling you how you must learn. Every Solis follows one of two rhythms, not chosen, recognized. Those aligned to Evi feel the world clearly, edges sharpen, details emerge. Fora flows outward. With structure, they build, stabilize, shape what exists into something better defined. Their presence feels like open air, supportive, revealing. But clarity has its dangers. Too much certainty becomes control. Too much structure becomes pressure. Too much knowing becomes blindness. Evi does not grant kindness. It grants clarity. What is done with that clarity is the burden of the one who carries it. Those aligned to Mora turn inward, not away from the world, but deeper into it. Fora coils, subtle, precise. They see what others miss, feel what others overlook, understand what is never spoken. Their presence is still, calm, unsettling to those who cannot read it, but restraint has its dangers. Too much control becomes suppression. Too much awareness becomes paranoia. Too much silence becomes isolation. Mora does not grant darkness. It grants discernment, and discernment can become distance. The greatest danger of Soleis is not what it gives, it is what it reveals. In the first months, many Faelin fracture, not physically, internally. Thoughts become louder, emotions sharpen, identity destabilizes. Who was I before? Who am I now? Luminari healers are not optional in this time. They anchor the mind, not to suppress Soleis, but to survive it. Every tribe observes awakening, but none claim it. There are no rituals that cause Soleis, only moments that witness it. A Faelin stands beneath the open sky, silent, observed, not celebrated, not judged, acknowledged, because the moment does not belong to them alone. Before Soleis, Fora is unpredictable, unstable, reactive. After Soleis, it begins to listen, not because the Faelin commands it, but because it recognizes alignment. Evi shapes outward, Mora shapes inward. Two Faelin may attempt the same act and produce entirely different outcomes, because no two souls interact with the world the same way. There are other accounts, not widely discussed, not openly taught. Fragments, stories, warnings of Faelin who do not align to one moon, but both at once, and others who never align at all. Their eyes remain unchanged, grey, untouched. These records are sealed, not because they are false, but because they are dangerous to understand. Fora alone could not resist the Noctira. Light alone could not remain. So something else was created, not consciously, but inevitably. A balance distributed across every life. Soleis. It ensures no single being holds too much power. No single force controls the world. Responsibility is shared across all. Soleis is not a gift. It is not a burden. It is both. It is the echo of sacrifice, made personal. A reminder that the sky is not distant. It is watching, listening, responding. And in a world where the moons choose you, the question is no longer, what will you become? But what will you do with what has already chosen you?